Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another music video. First of all, anybody out there who have never watched me before, let me introduce myself. My name is JB. I have a beer channel on YouTube called Northern Sumner Beer Reviews, and I love music. And um, I thought I'd do a few music videos. So I've got an abscess there. It's hurting like a fucker. Right. So I've been wanting to do this type of video for ages. I was going to do my favourite live album video, and I was looking through all my live stuff. And to be honest, I love a lot of live albums from different bands, and I thought myself, no, I can't really do a ranking of my favourite live albums because all are the ones that I've got are all important to me. There always been points in my life which are really, important. That when I was growing up, music for me when I was growing up was an escape from reality, and it worked. For a lot of my teenage life, it was a big escape. So this may be a series of videos I might do of albums I love. I'm going to feature an album and tell you exactly why I love it and why it was important to me as well. Um, so we're going to start off with one which is from a band I absolutely grew up with. T-shirt gives it away. So in this video, we're going to look at Maiden's Live After Death. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, live metal release ever. Um, you know, when I was doing this video, I was thinking, God, Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous, fantastic. Oh, what we got? It's got UFO, Strangers in the Night, the Who at Leeds, and you think, oh God, you got Rush, Exit Stage Left, Black Sabbath, all these bands out there. But for me, to this one, Live After Death, I thought is the greatest metal release in my eyes. An album I absolutely love. So my love of Iron Maiden, I've done an Iron Maiden video on it on this channel before. I ranked all their studio albums. When I picked this up, I was about halfway into their catalogue, and I didn't buy any of the live stuff. When I usually get into a band, I tend to just buy the studio albums and then pick up the live stuff later. And I kind of ignored it for a while because there was a lot of other live Iron Maiden stuff out at the time. But I thought, well, I'll make this my first Iron Maiden live purchase, and picked it up, and it absolutely blew me away. To be honest, Iron Maiden, one of them bands where actually the live versions blow the studio versions away, and it's paramount in this. Paramount in this. So I did get the video at the time, the VHS, but I don't know where that's gone. I think it went in a car boot years ago, but it came out again on DVD, and picked up the DVD, watched it, and you can see how special this live album is. So I'll give you the track listing first. So CD1 is intro, Churchill's speech. It goes into Aces High, 2 minutes to midnight, The Trooper, Revelations, Flight of the Icarus, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, Power Slave, The Number of the Beast, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills, and Running Free. CD2 is Wrathchild, 22 Acacia Avenue, Children of the Damned, Die With Your Boots On, Phantom of the Opera. So when you look at a track listing like that, it's pretty flawless, in terms of British heavy metal, isn't it? It's you cannot really dismiss. There's no weakness in there really when you look at that track list. If you had to pick, if you had to chuck two songs out of that track list, I would say Fly the Icarus and maybe Die With Your Boots On. But everything else, there's no weakness really at all in that. So when I first listened to it, it blew me away. It was raw, it was heavy, it had an edge to it which the studio you can't get. This is from, the lineup of Bruce Dickinson, Adrian Smith, Dave Murray, Steve Harris, and Nico McBrain. That is the classic for me, the main lineup. That is Iron Maiden, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice to see Yannick Gers in the late, in the lineup in recent years as well. But for me, when Adrian left Iron Maiden and Yannick replaced him, it was never really the same for me. That album is fantastic. Long Beach Arena, filmed at Long Beach Arena, and it was on their Power Slave tour. Now, Power Slave tour for me is their greatest live set, the greatest live stage set. I think they could tour that all their career, and you wouldn't get bored with it. You wouldn't get bored with it. But the thing what really blew my mind was actually the actual tour itself. How long it was. I mean, they really went for it. Look at these tour dates. So this tour for this. Got that lot there. That lot there. I think that's it, isn't it? How many dates did they do? It must have been in this book. But Christ almighty. That is a hell of a bloody tour, that. But they did it. They were young, they were ambitious, so well, fuck it, let's do it, It was a stage set, the pyramids, the great big mummy coming out. It was brilliant. Yeah, it could be seen as being crass to some, and looking back now, yeah, Spinal Tap. It could be a little bit Spinal Tap, but it's awesome. It is. It's awesome. It was, for me, Iron Maiden. It was brilliant. And the way they had their stage is that, I don't know, it seemed like they could go to somewhere massive like Long Beach Arena in LA, and it'll fill out the arena. But then they can take it to something like, I think it was Ipswich, or the region. Is it the region in Ipswich? Something small like that. And it could still feel that. It was kind of like, because everybody was focused, I suppose, on Eddie and that. So for me, the sound quality, it's brilliant. It's just, it's produced perfectly. It's got everything well balanced. It's got this live edge to it, which really did work for its time. And there's the period and everything. It's just brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. For me, that is the best live metal album of all time. It's one of these very few live metal albums which really improved the bands in terms of audience. I really do. I really do. I mean, Iron Maiden have made a kind of like a conscious effort to release a live release on every tour they do in recent years. But, for me, I lost interest in their releases because it just didn't really do it for me. It didn't feel special. But for me, that release, brilliant stuff. It is one of the most important live releases in music, I think. I mean, when you look at the big live releases, let's look at the big live. You got the Who live at Leeds, brilliant. UFO. Then you had Deep Purple, made in Japan. The Black Sabbath one. I can't remember the name of it now. So this is where I bug up with music videos. I can't remember the Black Sabbath one. Then you had Queen Live Killers, which is a great live album. It's all up there, you know, and we don't get that now. We don't get, you know, albums like the bands like that no more. It's lost its magic in some ways. Music has, it really has. But I'm gonna shut up in a minute. It's I'm waffling on. So yeah, if you haven't heard Live After Death, Iron Maiden, brilliant stuff. Best song on the album. It's most probably what I regard as one of the greatest songs, metal songs ever written, is Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner on that, for me, it, you know, sometimes when you listen to music and you get little prickles, you know, little spikes, little chills up your back, up your spine, and it makes you go, "Argh," like that. Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, wow. When it kicks in halfway through and you get the big explosions, oh, I'll tell you what, that really gets you, you know what I mean? Makes you go, "Argh." Anyway, yeah, there you go. I made Live After Death. Absolutely love it. That is the greatest. Right, better sit back, have a cup of coffee, and see you on another video, whatever it's gonna be. Bib bib.